For over 10 years now, Expedition Texas has traveled across the state, exploring our colorful past. Lost history, abandoned buildings, ghost towns, and more. This week, we're taking you behind the scenes as we hit the road in 2022 to celebrate 10 years on TV. You've seen the episodes. This week, see how they came together.
Texas is full of lost history, from lost cemeteries to abandoned buildings, from the infamous to the obscure. Hitch a ride and travel across the Lone Star State, looking for hints of Texas' colorful past, our lost history. This is Expedition Texas, and we're gonna find it.
For our 10th anniversary season, our crew hit the road for 7 days straight to revisit places that were featured in our first season of Expedition Texas. Some were just passes through town and some were full episodes. This week we're following my video journal taken during the trip and getting behind the scenes look at the production of Expedition Texas. Expect an inside look and some surprises along the way. Our first visit is a quick drive through Ben Wheeler, Texas, on our way to shoot in nearby Canton. We visited Ben Wheeler in our first season, and the little town has come a long way since then, and its downtown is full of life, and its centerpiece, the beloved Moore's store, has made a fantastic comeback. Next, we made a swing through nearby Colfax, the small community where I grew up. And then on to Canton and a nearby ghost community called Stone Point that we first visited in 2012. In our new episode, we met up with Sam Smith to revisit a few of the structures there. Behind the scenes, it was a hot summer day. It's a little hot out here today. Matt, what do you think?
I mean, this stuff is amazing. I want to say the pond out here by this structure, it wasn't the blacksmith's building, it was the second one we went to. I just thought it was a grass field, but no, that's a pond where moss is completely grown over. If you were to step over it, you would think it was a grass pasture that you would fall into and drown.
That's how the people on the old TV shows always got caught in quicksand.
Yep, that's about right.
My favorite thing was actually the blacksmith building. Although I saw some hints of maybe either hot rod stuff or tractor stuff. You know, because kind of hot rods and some of them tractors, the headlight, shields, the tire rods and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They had to fix tractors here, though, for sure. There were plow and implements and things like that around there, too. Pretty awesome.
One of the hazards of this job is you might interact with wildlife because sometimes you're walking into their house. So we did see some baby buzzards.
Yeah, those were almost grown and ready to go buzzards.
Yes, and you guys got closer to them than I did, and I was grateful for that. And I'm looking forward to an interesting adventure here for the next week.
So the guys went to the store before we went on the shoot, and the back half of the trailer is equipment. The front half is their snacks. Did you guys think I wasn't going to feed you or something?
We were worried a little bit.
Really?
Those long...
Yeah, long stretches. Yeah, we got some long stretches ahead on this week.
And so we were just trying to be careful.
Okay.
Being cautious.
Yeah, we are headed off on a week-long shoot, and we started it off here revisiting Stone Point. And who knows where we're going to end up next? Well, I know. I've got the schedule. So let's get in the truck and head on out. Got one shoot down here for the 10th anniversary season, and we're heading to... heading south, heading to Bastrop, and then Round Rock and beyond. So we'll keep checking in here on the behind-the-scenes episode of Expedition Texas, y'all. We're on the road, and we're going to find it. So once we get in the hotel, after shooting everything, we dump all the footage from the day, kind of check it, make sure everything worked all right. And it looks like we got some good footage from Stone Point a little bit earlier today. This room, gotta say thanks again to the Hampton Inn here in Bastrop. TJ came through again. Great place to stay if you're ever down this way. We just filmed at the Texas gas station, and Jason is getting souvenirs now. What you after, Jason?
T-shirt for my daughter.
T-shirt for his daughter.
Yep.
In 2022, the Expedition Texas crew set out on a week-long jaunt across Texas, revisiting locations from our first season. One of those first season episodes we revisited was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre show, where we went to visit some of the original filming locations. Bastrop, Texas is home to one of those original locations, and we made it into town the evening of our first shooting day. We stayed at the Hampton Inn, our home away from home, and in Bastrop. We started early the next day with a free hot breakfast and then proceeded to the Texas gas station for our shoot. Okay, so thanks to me, we were rushing around a little bit this morning. I set my alarm but did not turn it on. But part of it was because I was so comfortable in that room. So thank you again, TJ, Finn, and Hampton Inn. Hey, that rhymes. Yeah, that's good. All right, now we're off to our first shoot for today. You're behind the scenes with Expedition Texas. Let's go, guys.
Roll.
Oh, we forgot to hook the trailer up. Hi, are you Lisa?
I am. Nice to meet you.
I was here last in 2012 and looked very different here. It was kind of abandoned, run down, bore a slight resemblance to what we saw in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But you guys have come in here and wow, how did you come to own this place?
Well, actually, this was my husband's favorite movie
Okay.
since he was 10 years old. We're
All right.
from Cleveland, Ohio, and he found the address, and he looked up on the auditor's website, and he called the lady who owned it, and he kept bothering her. Every like 6 months, he would
Right.
call her, "Are you ready to sell?" And she's like, "No, I'm not ready." So then she called us in 2014, and we got on a plane, and here we are.
So when we came here in 2012, it was completely deserted. We were able to take pictures from the road and kind of talk about its role in the movie, but you guys have really fixed this up to where it pays tribute to the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The Texas gas station now operates as a store selling scary movie merchandise, and Jason and Matt did a little shopping after our shoot. We just filmed at the Texas gas station, and Jason is getting souvenirs now. What you after, Jason?
T-shirt for my daughter.
T-shirt for his daughter.
Yep.
Next, we traveled on to Round Rock, Texas to meet up with Tim Harden, our original guide from 2012, to talk about the remaining locations over lunch. Tim Harden was our guide in the original episode at the original location, and we've already done a little bit of scouting ourselves and found the entrance, but it's like totally changed now. It's like when we went there the first time, it was like this little cocoon area of this like really built up part of Round Rock that is, it was preserved kind of. But as we just saw, there's an apartment complex that scooted right up to the gate that we came through. The gate is still there. There's not much left of it. But if that gate's still there, it makes me think the road is still there. Got everything locked up and we're heading in now to meet Tim Harden, who is the guide for the 2012 Texas Chainsaw Halloween episode. Been a long time since I've seen this guy, so we're gonna have lunch with him and discuss our shoot. Hey Tim.
Hello, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Great.
How you been?
Seeing it. Same old, man.
This is Matt Reagan here. He's kind of
Hey,
doing
Matt.
behind the scenes stuff, and that's Jason Garrett there.
Jason, it's good to meet you.
And this is Tim, who's going to show us around the old what's left of Quick Hill. Let's get some food first. Who can forget the thorns?
No one, especially me. I've been through here too many times.
Now, are you sure this is where the road was?
I am positive.
It doesn't look like there was a road here. And you know, from where our cameras are, it looks like we're out in the woods, out in the country, but there's literally an apartment complex right there and a road right over there. There's not much left out here on Quick Hill.
Nope.
All right, let's get to the top.
So, Round Rock is growing,
Yeah,
and they're putting in some mixed-use office space.
they already have that around here. What about us Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans?
I think we're going to camp here. I've got a tent.
Yeah, there you go. We're going to squat, and they can't do anything with this road.
We're not moving.
All right. One of the drawbacks of being on the road for a week at a time, you run out of clothes. And at the hotel, the laundromat has a broken dryer. the drawbacks of being on the road for a week at a time. You run out of clothes. And at the hotel, the laundromat has a broken dryer.
2 broken dryers. Actually, 3 broken dryers.
3 broken dryers?
3 broken dryers.
Because we had the hotel dryer and then the neighbor hotel, 2 dryers, right?
Yes.
And none of them worked.
None of them.
I think it's a conspiracy, but here we are. We're going to try to get the clothes dry at the local laundry.
We're continuing our week-long trek across Texas with a stop in Galveston to revisit the historic Falstaff Brewery, which is beginning to see new life. In the original episode, we took you top to bottom in 2012 and again in 2022. Here's a look behind the scenes at that shoot.
Okay, a little check-in behind the scenes here on Expedition Texas. We are at the Falstaff Brewery, and we are high above ground here on the construction elevator. This is Chris. He's helping us out here. You see the guys back here on the camera. Say hi, guys. Hi. And look, we have a big crew this time. Y'all say hi back there. And this is for the behind the scenes episode. We decided to kind of roll here because I want to give you an idea, if you look out behind us, how far up we are in this very safe, right?
Very safe.
Very safe and recently inspected construction elevator clinging to the outside of the Falstaff building where we've been before, but we went up a huge flight of stairs and now we have the luxury of this excellent construction elevator. So we are having fun here, and be sure to check out that episode if you haven't before. We are at the Falstaff Brewery, Galveston, Texas, and we're heading toward the top.
Okay. So out here, what we've done is we scraped off the old roofing material. On construction-wise, we're going to put up another frame on top of this. We're going to box it in, and there's going to be an extra stairwell here that goes down through building 2 all the way to the ground, so that we have 2 places of egress. We will put glass panels around the parapet wall, so that everybody will have some type of safety barrier and not fall over the parapet wall.
What a view, though.
Isn't it beautiful? This is great.
There's only one view that's slightly better.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you this, and you may say no, but when we were here before, I was able to go up that ladder and kind of get the big view of Galveston.
Yes.
Can I do that again?
Yes, sir, you can. It's very safe up there. Help yourself.
So here we are on top of the Falstaff Brewery, and what a view of Galveston. Unobstructed, 360 degrees all the way around, and this great building is making a comeback. Jason, we just wrapped up shooting at the Falstaff Brewery here, and Matt is MIA as usual. But what a building, and we were on top of that thing just a few minutes ago. And we met somebody here. She was tagging along with us the entire time, and then we were upstairs, and actually Jason just said something. Tell me what you said when we came out, Jason.
I think that's Britney Spears' mom that we've been hanging out with all day.
Yeah, she was with us all through the building, and I mean, like, she went everywhere we went, and Matt, you had some evidence as well.
Well, I was like, they were calling her Lynn. We went upstairs, there was a song playing called Oops, I Did It Again, and someone made mention of it, and they said, oh, this is funny, the song's playing. And I was like, why would that be funny? And then we started walking around and said, Lynn, and Jason was actually the one who really made the connection.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna type in Britney Spears' mom to Google real quick. It was her, for sure.
Wow, and we just went and got a photo with her. Once we figured out who she was, we were with her all day. And here she is. Lynn Spears was here with us touring the Falstaff Brewery.
We're taking a look behind the scenes as we travel across Texas with the Expedition Texas crew, seeing things from my point of view. We've revisited several locations from our first season of this trip, and those episodes have aired already. This footage was shot during the production and is a glimpse at life on the road with our team. Next stop, New Gulf, Texas.
This was one of the last functioning gas stations was a Texaco. Our neighbors, the Diaz's, ran it, had a little 2-bay garage. They didn't service cars, but they had pool tables and video games on the side.
Oh, cool.
In fact, used to walk down here when I was 8 years old and buy cigarettes for my dad.
Can't do that anymore.
No, sir.
So I see a lot of like pads where there used to be foundations and things like that. Tell me some of your memories growing up out here, man.
Oh, I mentioned it to you earlier. So this high wire up here, they used to hang the season's greetings.
Right,
Like
yeah.
That's when you knew Christmas was around the corner, and grocery store was still there when I was a kid. Used to go and buy bazooka bubble gum and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. Bus stop still stands there.
The bus stop is that structure with the
Yeah, the little
steps there?
structure is right there with the flagpole on it. Used to be covered, and what we would do is after we got our candy and ice cream and stuff as kids, we'd go over and lay on the top of it, and it was a covering, and because the breeze would come through, and you just lay on top and just love life.
It's pretty cool to be walking down what's left of the sidewalk here, where I guess you came and played so many times as a kid, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So we're downtown New Gulf, behind me, where it used to be. This is our second time out here, showing a little bit more than we did last time we were here. And we're here with a different guide who's giving us a tour of some things we probably didn't see when we were here before. So 20 years later, New Gulf, Texas, and I'm hiking back to the truck here, and we're going on to the next location. There goes our guide. I guess we better catch up with him, huh? From New Gulf, we traveled back north through Centerville, Texas, to an old country church with a loyal congregation trying to keep the good old days alive. We stopped in at Oak Grove Baptist Church. Well, hello, Pastor Henry.
How you doing, Bob?
Good, man. It's
Good to see you.
You know, I've been coming out here for 20 years, and I've driven past this church every single time I came, and I always wondered, do they still have service there?
We do.
You do? That's awesome. I didn't think to get any behind-the-scenes footage until we set out on ATVs to the creek where the baptisms used to take place.
He had brought a shovel or something or a stick.
I got good boots. I'll just plow through. Whoa. Or fall through.
Be careful, Bob. Be careful.
I sunk down into a snake's nest is probably where I'm at right now.
Oh, you made it.
Made it in one piece. I won't be able to come back up, so y'all just leave me down here. It's nice talking to you.
Well, I tell you what, we'll bring you some food.
All right. It was at the creek where neighbor Bruce Kennedy presented the pastor with a check to help with renovations, and it was there the congregation began to sing. All of our cameras were rolling as I stepped out of the shot and started filming one of the more moving moments of our 10th anniversary season.
Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me.
Well, guys, we just finished up out at the Old Country Church near Centerville, Texas, the old Oak Grove Missionary Baptist Church. What did y'all think about it?
I mean, it was a beautiful experience for me personally. You could tell how passionate everyone there was about preserving that church and rejuvenating attendance.
When you walk in through the front door, you automatically, you get that feel, that presence, you know, you almost feel like you're walking into a Sunday service or a Saturday service, what they do now. You just feel like you're walking in and people are standing there singing, stomping their feet, clapping, you know, just singing, you know, without an orchestra or anything like that, what you see nowadays in church. But, you know, like Matt said, you know, seeing where they used to do the baptisms, you know, in an actual creek, you know, you haven't seen nothing like that since, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
You know, something kind of like that.
That's right.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
Let's go eat. Traveling across Texas to shoot this show is always an adventure. In every town, we meet a cast of characters who proudly share their history. That's how Sam showed up. We celebrate with them when their history is shared on TV. We'll keep on rolling and telling you more great stories every week. See, down the road, there's another lost legend waiting to be discovered. And on Expedition Texas, we're going to find it.